Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today for a level up video, even though it's not even level up. We're going to be taking a champion from level 1, rank 1, all the way to rank 3, level 45, if our ISO stash will so allow us to do so. And I don't know if it will. If you haven't seen my Alliance War Season 29 rewards opening, go watch that first. Go watch it first. You have 5 seconds to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got a lot of good science champs in the roster now. Over the past 2 weeks, we got a bit of a boost for the science class. We got our Spidey 2099 up to rank 3. And no less than 30 minutes ago, I got the champ I've been hunting literally for years. 4 years. I have been hunting Human Torch for so long. I realize now I probably could have made a joke about how I'm taking a science champion from level 1 to rank 3 and then clicked on Yellow Jacket, but I'm just too excited for jokes today. There are no memes in this video. This is a very serious rank up video. Man, the science roster just exploded over the past year, man. This used to be the class that I had all the T5CC in, and I only had 6 or 7 6-star science champs. Now, I'm only missing 6. That's crazy, man. And I'd really, really, really love to pull Mr. Negative, just throwing it out there. But, man, so many great options now. So many great options. It's just, I'm so freaking excited to finally have Human Torch, and you know what? I feel like I've said this in 4 rank up videos in a row. Brian Grant, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. But I do know that you're a Human Torch fan, so maybe you'll forgive me. How long for people who have been watching my channel have I been opening crystals, and every time I'm Human Torch, hopefully? How many times have I gotten the Science and Mystic dual class crystal for 3,000 units, the hope to pull Human Torch? How many times did I go for Science Nexus crystals with the hope to pull Human Torch? So freaking many, man. And these are all going to expire. So that's why I'm going to be tossing them into Human Torch today. I don't have a ton of Science ISO right now, and I don't really have any ways to get it. It's so interesting, man, because over this Alliance, this is the second time this has happened. Over the Alliance War season, I've developed an extremely potent love for Spider-Man 2099. And I feel like there are so many things that Human Torch does well, that he used to do the best, that Spidey does better. Right? So I finally reached that piece of finding that science champion that I really wanted, that I'm really happy with. And then the game pulls me back in with this Human freaking Torch. Human freaking Torch, man. So I've settled on being so happy with taking Mojos and Sasquatch and Ebony Maw and other champions with my Spidey, my beautiful spider. But now we have this beautiful matchstick, this flaming match, right? They both do different things. In my opinion, they are 2 of the top science champions in the entire game. I still feel like it's too soon to throw Spidey up there in top 3, but I mean, holy crap, man. He really puts in work like other champions can't. At Wither debuff, the only champion with the Wither debuff, right? Enormous. That Wither debuff is ridiculous. So this Science Catalyst, I just formed it. I could use it. But this 2 to 3 gem was reserved for Torch or Cap Infinity War, whoever I got first. So we're going to stick to it, and I'm going to use the tier 5 basic and the tier 2 alpha to do another rank 3. I know who it's going to be. Gotta wait and see. Next level up. So let's take Torchy up to rank 3. Oh, God, it feels so good to have this guy at rank 3. Oof. There's so many matchups that, like, you know, Torch can do really well, but not as well as Spidey because if there's some sort of passive power gain. Like, for example, Sorcerer Supreme, Symbiote Supreme, Doctor Strange. Torch melts them, but Spidey just turns them into potatoes, right? But then we have champions like, you know, like Mephisto, where Torch is just amazing, right? Like a great example I have is like Man-Thing, for example, right? With Man-Thing, Torch is great for Man-Thing. Oh, this is sweet. Okay, did not know I had these. So Torch is great for Man-Thing. However, if you get a buff nullified on you, you can get poisoned to death. With Spidey, that's not possible because you're not going to gain any buffs ever. So he completely turns him into a potato. For Alliance War purposes, the hardest thing about Mystic Champions is Mystic Dispersion. If you're placing Mystic Champions on defense, please unlock Mystic Dispersion, otherwise they're not going to be difficult to fight. Doctor Doom is an easy fight when there's no Mystic Dispersion. When there's Mystic Dispersion and you have to dex his unblockable special 1 and you get the dexterity buff, the next time you hit him, he's going to gain a lot of power. However, with Spider-Man 2099, he will not. So that's why, depending on the content, depending on the node, depending on what's going on, these two champions, in my opinion, they complement each other in the science class so well. What a disgusting rank up, man, with ISO and trying to make it happen. Just, it's Torch, man. Like, I'm not even waiting for level up to do this. I don't even care. We got him. Rank 3, man. Let's go and get some of these catalysts back. I don't even know where we are on the overflow now. Let's go look at the science roster again, man. This is so cool to me. I am so excited. That's my 6th rank 3 science champ. It's 7th. Okay. My 7th rank 3 science champ. Spidey, Wasp, A-Bomb, Spider-Ham, Spider-Gwen, Human Torch, She-Hulk. I love all those champions a lot, man. And I use all of them a decent bit. They're all so good. They're all so good, man. She-Hulk, go check out MSD's channel if you want to see She-Hulk. Spidey 2099, just check out my channel if you want to see him go crazy. Human Torch, everyone knows what Human Torch can do. Spider-Gwen, super duper underrated, super amazing, unbelievably good with the Penny Parker synergy. I gotta get Penny Parker. Gotta get her as a 5 or a 6 star, preferably 6 star. Spider-Ham, super underrated, super amazing champion. I actually use him like every month for like have event quests and everything. I-Bomb, really great champion, super sustainable, just super good all around. And Wasp, I love Wasp, man. Not even just for ghost synergy, but she's really good. Her damage is very underrated. And man, I love all these science champs, dude. And I have one more science T5CC. And I think my number one option for that catalyst would go to Mr. Negative right now, as to I would like to have it rank 3. And then we have an option, like we have Mr. Fantastic, who I love, but I have at rank 5, 6200. I think I'll take him to rank 2 eventually. And then we have Miles, who I feel like I really do need to rank 2 eventually. I don't think I'm going to be rank 3ing Miles. I don't think it's going to happen. Because for where I'll use him, if there's like some sort of unblockable special attack to cheese, rank 2 is just good enough, you know? But that's a bit of a science roster update, man. Human Torch is finally on the squad. I don't even know where to go from here with it, man, because at this point, I've been like, you know, swimming in the science catalyst since the beginning. I still have one left over. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to try and save it for Negative. Maybe I'll go for him in the arena. All right, Editor Mike is here, editing this rank up video, and I was looking at the really stupid BS little fight that I did for this rank up video, and I was saying to myself, I'm just not happy with this for this video. So I said, you know what, let me grab my phone. I said, let me just do something better. All right, and I went into the Abyss to fight Iron Man Infinity War, and I brought along the full Fantastic Four, who I have as 6 stars, and White Magneto, and I threw on 5 pre-fights, 3 from Mr. Fantastic, 1 from White Magneto, and of course the Flame On for Torch. And we're gonna go over just why Torch is just so good for so many things, man. Now, This is one of the first fights that I've done with my 6-star rank 3 torch, and I've done this fight a few times with the 5-star, and it's always kind of like a 50-50. Will he solo? Will he die in the final bit? There's always just like that uncertainty, right? With the 6-star, I never felt like that. I never felt squishy. I felt very safe to reparry every single time. I like to do the dex and then parry the second part of the special 1. I felt safe doing that with the special 2 as well, just because of the higher stats and everything else. It was such... I've played a lot of Human Torch. She is a champion who I've played a lot. One of the only champions I still use as a 5-star. Not anymore, of course, but... you know, when I was using my 6 stars, Torch would be like the champion. Like even in like my legend runs, I would bring in 5-star Torch occasionally, you know? So he's the only champion who like I would still use as a 5-star throughout all this time. So I'm definitely very comfy with the champion. I have my techniques with him. I got the whole thing down essentially, right? I've loved the guy for a very, very, very long time. I love the whole Fantastic Four. If you guys don't know this about me, I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan in general. So obviously, I think it's pretty much agreed upon in the MCC community that Human Torch is, you know, pretty much the best Fantastic Four member. Of course, you know, Mr. Fantastic is wonderful and the Thing is also lovely. But just in general, just the stuff that Human Torch can do all over the game, there's just not an area of the game that he's bad in. He's amazing in Abyss, especially if he's duped. He's wonderful in Alliance War, very good in Alliance Quest, phenomenal in solo questing, amazing for like a side quest whenever there are mystics or energy damage or anything like that, right? And as you can see, as time goes on, man, when you build your smolders up, and this is nothing new, this is Human Torch, I feel like almost every MCOC YouTuber has Human Torch ranked up and a bunch of gameplay out there. He's just that good. This would be like if I ranked up Doom and I was like, now I'm going to show you how to use Doom, right? You know, I do a lot of fun rank ups that, you know, sometimes aren't the most popular out there champs, and I like to overflow with gameplay of them, but I don't think Human Torch is one of those champs. I think we all know how he works, so let's just admire, you know, Human Torch with many smolders, dozens of smolders, with some nice pre-fight support, just completely nuking down a 3.5 million health pool. It never gets tired seeing those giant red numbers just flying by, man. So yeah, if you can also, man, like if you're, it's obviously so unrealistic to, I don't even know if it's possible to bring the entire Fantastic Four synergy for Human Torch into Abyss. Just Mr. Fantastic, yeah, and I think that he's a very useful champion to have for Abyss, Mr. Fantastic, actually, depending on the path that you're going on. But just, you know, you're not going to be able to, like, go for, like, you know, path 1 or path 2 with the full team and have all these pre-fights available, of course, you know, and all the synergies and everything. But I figured just for this fun little rank up video, we might as well just really pimp him out and just look at that really fun damage, man. So obviously, if you don't know, Human Torch's Incinerates and Nova Flames go up in damage the higher your smolders go. Can you gain smolders? The most common way is whenever he is hit by a Mystic Champion or energy damage. There are other ways as well, but they're not exactly relevant. Like throwing a special attack into the opponent's block, that's more of a defensive ability. There are certain times when it will be useful, of course, however, for the most part, you gain them by energy damage and Mystic Champions, okay? So yeah, it's been less than 5 minutes, actually less than 4 minutes of the actual fight, and Iron Man is in his final phase, and this was my first attempt at this fight. Could it maybe have been cleaner? Yeah, probably, but I think it's, you know, just very interesting that you can go into this fight with a rank 3 torch, with a little bit of synergy help, of course, and just nuke the guy down on your first attempt with... Still in his first set of charges. He's not even in his second set of charges left. We have 6 charges left for his first set, and then he's going to go into his second bit. I'm not even sure if we're going to get into the second part of the charges. I don't think we are, because he falls down right there. So we nuked through Abyss, Iron Man Infinity War, 3.3 million health, and 115 hits in the first set of Warfare charges, or Skirmish charges, whatever they're actually called, right? So obviously, man, the love for Human Torch torch across the MCOC community is absolutely warranted. Whenever there's energy damage or missing champion, he is going to be a top option 9 out of 10 times. With all that being said, this was Editor Mike. Let's go back to Rank Up Mike from the past. And this was a bit of a long video. I was just kind of rambling, but I've wanted this guy for so long that I feel like it's almost warranted, you know? Plus, most of the video was spent trying to get ISO into this guy. How much gold did we spend? Because I think I started at like 50 million about. Wow. So that was a total of almost like 4 million gold. Worth it. Don't care. Worth it. So yeah, I think I'll be fine when it comes to gold. I'm not too concerned. Ever since Kabam like updated the solo events with the uncollected golden crystals and they do like the 20% gold boosts, it's like not an issue for me. So that's it for this one, my dudes. Thank you for coming along for the ride. If you watched all of season 29 Alliance War and the rewards opening, I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun to go for this past season, and man, this reward feels very rewarding for the massive season that it was. So yeah, that's it for this one, man. I'll be seeing you around.